Great. Hi to all you guys, and we are in the month of September, and we know that the country is bracing, as we hear it, for the third wave. And amidst all of this, joining me today is Mr. Srinivasulu, who is the Member Secretary to the Pollution Board in Karnataka. And I have a bunch of questions that the entire country wants to ask you in regards to how do you deal with masks, and which is why RedFM has come up with this awareness, which is the Mask Awareness Drive. Everybody is going mad with that. 3 questions: the way you dispose them, when you dispose them, and how do you dispose them? Sir, do you want to give us some light in this, please?
Yeah, good morning, RedFM. In fact, this is the right time to discuss about this issue. Is very important. I keep saying this waste disposal in COVID situation is as important as vaccination. Okay, so CPCB has given clear directions to everybody wherein in this situation we should have 3 bins, red, yellow and green bin in this house, where red means all that medical related things. It could be syringe, it could be medicines, it could be waste that is used in treating a COVID patient. The waste that is generated there, that should be put in the red bin because it's a medical waste that is related with COVID. Second is, I think in that house a lot of COVID patients start using something, like it could be the dress, it could be mask, it could be slippers, or it could be napkins, tissue paper. So all this dry waste used by COVID patient has to be segregated and put in yellow bin, and separately green bin wherein the wet waste that is generated in this home quarantine, especially it could be food waste, drinking water, this kind of a thing. So this has to be there in green. So first important in COVID situation is COVID waste has to be segregated into 3 different ways: red, yellow and green, and it should be segregated before shifting out. Second is, all these bins should be double layered bins so that the people who handle this waste are also safe. And you asked one more thing, how to dispose. So this waste, before it is sent to the red bin, should go to biomedical waste, yellow and green will go to municipal solid, yellow will go to biomedical waste, and green will go to the municipal solid waste. Before it is taken out of that home quarantine, it has to be treated with 1% sodium hypochlorite solution so that it is disinfected and it is sent. Ideally, the waste that is generated in COVID home quarantine situation is termed as biomedical waste, and it will be treated as per protocol prescribed of handling biomedical waste.
Right. And since we're talking about the mask awareness drive, when is the appropriate time for anybody to decide that, okay, now is the time for me to dispose this mask? When and how long can they use it?
Yeah. I think even in this case also, I think mask also, as by now people in last 1 year they are trying to understand and acknowledge that if it is ideally, I think if it is washed and used if we can use a mask repeatedly by proper washing, sanitation, I think it's better. But as you know, there are a lot of use and throw masks that are happening, which ideally we should reduce. But then if people are using, then there is a prescribed protocol wherein once you use mask, so then it should be cut into pieces and put it in dry paper bag for minimum of 72 hours, and then afterwards it should be given to municipal solid waste collector, who each urban local body who comes and collects. The only point is, as a precautionary measure, when it is cut into pieces, it will not be reused by anybody, number 1. Number 2, if it is stored in it for 72 hours, that is the period in by which it gets sterilized. Okay, and then it is safe as any other municipal solid waste that will be given to dry waste collector of urban local bodies.
Wonderful. So that gave us clarity as to how to dispose our masks and when is the right time to dispose our masks. Well, we need to be a little more inclusive with nature, whether it's the flora, fauna. You can't be just throwing masks everywhere. And remember, this is the part you snap off before you dispose it.
RedFM 93.5